Hey, it's Nanny Simone here with your weekly Oracle messages and Zodiac Tarotscopes. We're going to go ahead and dive into it, taking a look into the energies for September the 19th through the 25th. All right, so let's see what we have going on. I'm going to shuffle these cards and just give you a little insight into what's going on in the upcoming week astrologically. All right, we do have the sun shifting into Libra, so we are wrapping up Virgo season here on September the 22nd, and we'll be shifting into Libra season around 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so the next day we have Mercury, which is currently retrograde, right? It's been retrograde in Libra, but it's going to be shifting gears into Virgo, all right, on the 23rd. So Mercury wraps up, the rest of this retrograde transit in the sign of Virgo, all right, which is also one of its home signs there as well. And then on the 25th, we have the new moon in Libra, all right, that evening, kind of around almost 6 o'clock in the evening. Ooh, there we go. All right, Black Moon Lilith coming out here for our astrology transit for this week ahead that we really want to focus on here. So I know this had come up, I don't know, maybe it might have been a couple of months ago, but it might have been on Patreon. So we do have Black Moon Lilith coming through right now. At this time, Black Moon Lilith is transiting through the sign of Cancer. All right, so what does Black Moon Lilith represent? As you know, her name entails, she does represent kind of the more shadowy aspect of ourself. She represents the repressed things that we kind of hide, maybe even things that we are a bit shameful of about ourselves, about our life experience, about different areas of our lives, depending on where this particular celestial body falls in your natal chart. Okay, so this is a really good week to take a look into your natal chart, see what Black Moon Lilith is doing. Also take a look at what Cancer is doing in your natal chart, what house that is associated with. That is where this current transit is taking place for you. All right, so it can give you a little insight into where you may need to engage a little bit more with your shadow self. This can be a very healing time. This is a good time to nurture yourself, be a little more intentional about that. When we are talking about that Cancer energy, we're also talking about the mother, right? And speaking of the mother, this can even relate to mother wounds and kind of issues with the mothers and the feminine lineage. There could be some things that are kind of coming up here in this week ahead. Maybe your relationships with women, all right, overall, or this could be like with your mother or the women in your family. But there's a very strong feminine force, is the words that I'm hearing, feminine force that is coming through. Because, Black Moon Lilith, I mean, if you are aware of the story of Lilith at Don't Start, I got my dog, y'all, and I'm like, he hears this dog outside, he's gonna get to doing his thing. Hey, sit down. Thank you. Okay. All right. So if you're not familiar with the story of Lilith, she was technically in the Bible, she was like the first wife before Eve. Thank you. You want to sit down? I'm like, okay. But yeah, she was Adam's first wife, and she did not want to submit to Adam, especially like sexually in the way that like he wanted her to. So she basically fled. She fled the Garden of Eden and she went off and did her own thing. There's different stories about kind of what happened to her after that, but this is definitely an energy that invites us to empower ourselves, to empower that feminine energy within us. Like I was saying, the feminine force, it's something about that. That those two words there seem to be really significant in the week ahead. So some of you may even be working with like goddess energies, or kind of learning about different deities here as well. I'm getting even with this black moon energy, kind of like the study of the occult and, you know, esoteric studies, things of that nature. Okay, so very interesting. Let's see what else we have going on in this week ahead. In addition to this black moon Lilith mystery. All right. Okay. Oh, wow. That's so cool. We have respect. Look at that. The feminine force, as I was saying. Like, this is like someone who knows like they're a goddess. They are it. They are the one, right? And they not only know that, it's one thing to know something. I'm getting it's another thing to embody it. To really like put it into action, like people can see it, right? You know, how many times have we spoken with someone who just talks about all these things about themselves, but it's like, that's not really translating. I'm not really seeing that in motion. I don't really see that through your actions, through your behaviors, right? It's about really aligning with how you think about yourself or how you feel about yourself. How you think about yourself, how you feel about yourself, and how you treat yourself, right? Through the choices that you make, through the decisions that you make, through the people that you allow into your life, through what you choose to engage your energy with, what you choose to focus on, right? All of these things it's so funny. So I'm getting some Saturn energy that's coming in here as well, because Saturn is like the enforcer or the reinforcer of boundaries, okay? And that may be something that in some of you has been repressed. And that's why this black moon Lilith energy is coming through to empower you, to let you know like it's okay to stand up for yourself. It's okay to sometimes be loud if you need to get your fucking point across, excuse my language. But you know, talk your shit, say what you need to say it with your chest, right? This is a time to really activate, I'm getting like your throat chakra here. You know, really advocating for yourself, right? Because if you don't, who else will? Some of you may be healing some wounds around like self-esteem, your self-worth here, because like she has this crown on. I just noticed the symbol of Venus in her crown here as well. I think that's Virgo energy too. So I'm getting like Taurus, Virgo vibes that are coming through here as well. We're wrapping up Virgo season. We've got Uranus and Taurus. I think I saw that somewhere. I did underneath the deck here. All right. So there could be something significant this week. You know, as we're wrapping up Virgo season, maybe some aspects or some transits there. With Uranus, okay? So let's see what else we have going on for our week ahead. So in addition to like that insecurity there, this energy, Black Moon Lilith, can also represent like jealousy, envy, kind of being spiteful, vengeful. For some of you, it's important to be mindful of, you know, when those feelings may be coming up, why they may be coming up. Do you feel like someone has disrespected you? Do you feel like someone has like overlooked you or undervalued you or whatever the case may be? But have you been allowing them to do so? Have you been kind of giving them consent by giving them multiple chances, or, you know, not even speaking up for yourself when you need to? Like I said, drawing a line in the sand as Saturn, that energy of Saturn is coming in here as well, enforcing those boundaries. Enforcing boundaries with yourself too, knowing when to say no to yourself when you're maybe like overindulging or doing something that maybe isn't the healthiest or the best thing for you, right? Some of you got to get into that space where you're able to like say no to yourself. Maybe start there, and then it will possibly get easier to say no to others when you need to, right? Okay, we have take a walk. Yeah, all that Taurus, Virgo energy I was picking up on. Definitely connecting with nature here in the week ahead will be really beneficial for you. Very grounding for you. Healing for some of you for your root chakra there. Yeah, you know, dealing possibly with needing to heal insecurities, healing some type of insecurities. I don't know if it's like about your, for some of you it could be about your body, it could be about your appearance, about your femininity in some way. There's some type of healing that's taking place here. My bad. Okay, let's pull some cards for the zodiac signs for this upcoming week. See what we got going on here. Okay. All right, so we're going to start off with earth signs: Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, 3 of Cups. Some of you, there may be a reunion of some sort taking place here in the week ahead. Hanging out with your friends, socializing, you know, if this is your relationship, you could be going on a date or something like that. There could be some celebration you're a part of. For others of you, this may be some sort of collaboration when it comes to work, when it comes to anything creative that you may have your hands in there. Once again, oh yes, I was definitely talking about, for some of you, your relationship with women seems to be coming into focus here in this upcoming week. It looks really beautiful. It looks very supportive. It looks healing. It looks like there's just genuine love, support, transparency here. And I think this is really going to be a very beautiful week for my earth signs. All right. So if you want to check out the extended version of the Zodiac Tarotscope, make sure to click the link down below join me over on Patreon. All right. So for my next signs, we're going to do air signs here for your week ahead. I don't know if you guys had this last week. Somebody else might have had it. I can't remember. We have the Hangman. So there's waiting on something. For others of you, this Mercury retrograde is inviting you to see things from a different perspective. All right. Some of you may have been like just kind of one track minded or looking at things in a very black and white way. There's a lot more to this situation than you may recognize, okay? So definitely just kind of go with the flow here with the retrograde. It will reveal things to you as we kind of wrap up this cycle here. Moving into the first week of October, Mercury goes direct and we start to gain a lot more clarity on, you know, the direction that we want to go in. Now, for others of you, there may be something that you're needing to let go of, that you're needing to surrender, you know, that you're needing to suspend. I'm getting like suspending your worries, your anxieties, and just letting it all go. I'm almost feeling like as if your limbs are limp, like there's like no tension is something that I'm getting. So I don't know if some of you have been dealing like with a lot of tension, headaches, aches, anything like that. There may be a need for you to, I don't know, relax, like do some yoga, stretch, go take a walk, right? Something for yourself. Because yeah, I think even that walk could be very enlightening for you as well. That could be a way that you are connecting with spirit and receiving the guidance that you need to navigate whatever situation you have at hands with this Hangman. All right. So if you want to check out the full, the extended Zodiac Tarotscope for my air signs, click that link below and yeah, you'll get access to that. Moving on next to water signs, you guys have the King of Swords. All right. So you guys are just taking a step back from a situation here. I see you not being as in your fields as you maybe usually are. I'm hearing research for some of you. So I don't know if you're like in school or you're researching. I was getting like a house or something like that. So I don't know if you're like doing research about like the home ownership process or something like that. But there is something that may involve a lot of study, a lot of documentation, maybe a lot of paperwork that could be involved here. For some of you, the King of Swords, it can be sometimes like an attorney, somebody that may be representing you in some capacity, especially with this respect energy coming through here. If you've been involved in a situation in which you may have been taken advantage of in some way, and maybe you're pursuing some sort of legal action, the King of Swords can be someone that may be representing you when it comes to that situation. Definitely best of luck with that. For others of you, there may be an important conversation that is had here in this week ahead, possibly around the theme of respect. The King of Swords, he doesn't have a problem speaking his mind. He's someone who is can be quite what is the word I'm looking for? Authoritarian, something like that. So he doesn't have a problem standing up for himself, basically. So this may be a week as well where you are doing just that. Standing up for yourself, advocating for yourself, speaking your truth, letting people know like what's real. This is a good time to just get cut straight to the point as well, right? We don't need to do all the extra fluff is what I'm getting. And maybe this week you are feeling more supported in that way where you can just kind of like see right through all of the extra, get right to the point. And, you know, if this is some type of relationship dynamic here that is a focus, this can actually really improve the connection. I feel like this can really open up the lines of communication between you and another person. For some of you, maybe an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. All right. So air signs, or excuse me, water signs, if you liked that message, if you want to know a little more, click the link below to access the extended version of your Tarotscope. All right. So last but not least, we have my fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have the Two of Wands. All right. So there are new beginnings here that are available to you. There's something that you are really optimistic about here with this Two of Wands. All right. Some of you may be starting like a new business, a new project, launching a new website. I get something very creative that is involved with this Two of Wands, all right? Others of you, you may be thinking about traveling, maybe in the near future here as well. So you may be making some plans to take a little trip. For some of you, you may even be thinking about possibly moving, relocating, like further distance away. Especially I'm getting like digital nomad type of vibes here. So some of you may be able to just work from your laptop, you got a phone or something like that, and hey, and then a Wi-Fi connection, boom, that's all you need. So I'm definitely getting that kind of vibe for some of you. I just heard globe trotters. So yeah, for some of you, there is something about travel expansion here. Maybe furthering your reach, hearing domain as well. So there's something about the expansion of your territory, or even the expansion of a business, because some of you may have a new skill or a new product. There's something new that's being added on to something that has already been established, is what I'm getting here. Okay, so this is, you know, for some of you, definitely kind of juggling uh, different businesses, different jobs, hustles, or what have you. But it looks really good. It seems like you're optimistic about whatever this new thing is that you're launching. There could be something significant here taking place within the next couple of weeks. All right. Okay, my fire signs. So if you all enjoyed that, if you want to know a little more about what's coming up for you here in this week ahead, go ahead, click that link below. Check out the extended Tarotscopes only on Patreon. All right. But until next time, my loves, take care of yourselves. I hope you have a beautiful week ahead. I will see you all next week. Bye.